All right, John Krasinski here at Pittsburgh Sports Live for Pittsburgh Soccer Now. I got Danny Griffin. Danny, it's a long season, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you go through 32 games. Have you ever played a full 32-game season? Because last year it was kind of a shortened year.
Yeah, last year was only 17 games, so this will be the first full 32-game season. So, yeah, it's long, even more condensed though I heard than from previous years, because a lot more midweek games and stuff. But been good so far.
Yeah, and you're putting in the minutes, obviously. I think among the team leaders in minutes played and appearances and all that kind of stuff. I mean, how are you holding up?
Body's good. Yeah, just staying on top of treatments every day, hitting the cold tubs, and
right behind us, right?
Yeah, hop in there in a little bit, but yeah, just staying on top of it and doing what I got to do to take care of my body.
So let's talk about tomorrow. Preparation. You know, Charleston. You've played them two times already. They're, a longtime rival, this, USL. But I mean, what do you get out of those matches against them? What do you see from them that makes them a difficult opponent?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They're good on the counter. I think the previous two games that we played them, that's kind of how they try to play against us. Yeah, so good team, respect them, but for us it's a playoff game, and we want to stay in the top two right now and chase the number one. So I think for us, most importantly, is just getting 3 points in front of our home fans here in our stadium and making it hard for them, making them uncomfortable, and ending the day with a win.
Yeah, and you get the next two at home with them. I'm sure that's a good thing. Are there any things that you've noticed maybe since the last time you played them? Any things that you noticed in terms of watching them on tape or anything like that?
Yeah, I know they got some guys back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
Familiar with some of the guys that I've played with before. But yeah, I think kind of play the same way, like the coach and hard mentality, come in, they're going to try and press and counter, but we've played them twice already and came on top, and we're looking to do the same thing on Saturday.
And it must be nice getting some guys, just speaking of getting guys back healthy, it's nice to see Jordan back out there, and getting some other guys back healthy too here. I mean,
for sure, yeah. For sure, I mean, the leadership qualities in Jordan too, like having him back on the field, it's another leader on the team, so it's good to have him back. See Dikwa back too as well, so everyone's getting there, and in time for playoffs, so just got to keep getting those 3 points.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to get some touches and stuff. He just kind of come back slowly, but I mean, what in terms of just watching you guys out here and doing different drills and stuff, it's like it's a long season, but these type of sessions, it seems like a lot of laughing and kidding around, but it's also very intense.
For sure.
Very intense. I mean, is that something that that's the standard here?
That's the standard, and the coaching staff does a great job of making that the standard every day. Guys come in to compete. Even the guys that are in the lineup, everyone's competing for a spot, and everyone's competing to get better. So, and at the end of the day, with everyone pushing each other, that's how we stay strong. So, and the coaches do a really good job of keeping it that way. Yeah.
Do you have any guys that you kind of go at and competitively at practice, or is it just kind of like across the board? Are there any little rivalries going on that between teammates kind of thing?
It's more across the board, but definitely after practice, you let the other team know who won and who came out on top at the end of the day.
Okay. I've seen some, Matt Grubber was telling me about you guys are doing something like a knockout kind of game at the end of practice sometimes.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
We'll do the top of the box,
Uh-huh.
like in the D. Someone will be serving out the balls, and we'll do like a knockout. Like if you don't make it, the guy behind you scores, then you're out until the last one finishes. So the other day Ezra had to buy me lunch for losing to me. So yeah.
So there are stakes there.
Yeah, there are stakes for sure. But
okay,
no,
so it came down to you and Ezra.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it, a half volley? How did you finish that?
Half volley, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just top of the finishing, whether it's on the bounce or not, but you get 2 touches and have to finish from there.
Yeah, I figured especially on this field, in those kind of drills, a lot of times you're looking at a bounce or whatnot. But all right, yeah, I've digressed. But in terms of your experience here in Pittsburgh, though, on kind of a serious note, like you're 2 years now as a player. You've seemed to grown quite a bit, and especially into a leadership role. I mean, how do you feel about that, like in terms of your growth as a professional?
Yeah, no, I'm grateful for my time here in Pittsburgh. Even coming in, I knew what kind of standards the coaches kept at the players. Seeing from the guys in the league and hearing from other guys that have been in the league, like Pittsburgh's always been a team on top, and Coach Lilly's always done a great job with his players. So just excited to be in that environment, and on my first day here, even the excitement for that as well, and seeing his intensity and keeping a high standard for the guys has been awesome for me. So it's been a great experience, and I enjoy it, especially with the players that I have around me too as well, pushing me.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of, I remember, when Robbie was here and talking before you came in, even Bob talking about how he wanted Robbie to push Kenny. Kenny was kind of like, you feel the same way as like you're pushing him a little bit, or you're learning a lot from him.
For sure, learning a lot and pushing him as well. A couple times the coach is putting us against each other in training and stuff. So that's always fun, seeing who comes out on top. But for sure, there's a lot to learn from him and the way he plays and his calmness on the ball and his decision making. He's a good person to look up to and see what he does in training.
Yeah, and then just talk about the midfield as a whole. You have, you got, it's you and Kenny, but also just Todd's versatility and just how you guys have worked well this year. And obviously, it seems like every game there's a different lineup or a different formation, at least from our perspective. I mean, what is that like?
Yeah, we got guys with experience in the middle, so it's a good group that we have. And no matter who's where, who's in the lineup, we know what to expect. We've been doing it this whole time, so we know what to expect, what position you're in, who's in there, and it's just constant communication and coaching each other, and what gets us through the games and coming on top. We always say to try and win the midfield, so that's big. That's big for this Saturday.
Yeah, and you've been more of in a holding spot most of the season, but I mean. What positions what do you prefer? You like being back there? You like seeing the field more? Or?
I do like being back there, seeing the field more, winning balls, and getting touches, being on the ball a lot, and, controlling the tempo of the play and stuff. Yeah, I do enjoy it a lot. I know in college I played higher up, but right. I enjoy both. Yeah.
Well, when you first came in the preseason that first year, it seemed like you were a little bit more doing more things in terms of on the attacking end and playmaking and things like that. And I was like, he's a pretty good playmaker, but to get back there, I mean, it's given even Conardo some freedom to get forward, having you and Todd back there.
Yeah, no, I enjoy that role as well. Even talking with Coach and just seeing different ways that I can be in it. He's constantly coaching me even during the game, so you hear him. So yeah, it's just taking that input and doing what I can, whatever I can to contribute for the team.
All right, Danny, really appreciate your time today, and good luck on Saturday, and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
Thank you. Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks.